Alright, what up, world? Back on my rant shit. Hey, all I want to rant about tonight is education. And see me, I'm a general labor for a living, so I do construction work for a living. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never been to college or no shit like that. But it's something been on my nerve though, cause I had to hear this shit dealing with a lot of my people, right? And it really be a lot of black women, man. I'm starting to believe, and I'm finding out like a lot of y'all women. Y'all, a lot of y'all are enemies, man. It's just gonna keep it real. You ain't gotta lie about this shit. And y'all like to throw things up in the black man face about education and shit. Oh, you got a degree in this and you got a degree in this, or you work there. And I'm here to tell you, man, like, I don't knock nobody's success. But I'm a logical, down to earth black man. I even be logical and down to earth for myself. Now ain't nobody mad cause y'all educated and shit. But you know why a lot of black men don't have an education? They don't have college degrees and shit like that. I'm finna be real about this shit. It's because that education doesn't belong to us. That's why a lot of us don't have that shit. Because over here in America, it's even in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And the Israelites teach us that, we was put in captivity. That's why we had to, you know what I'm saying, deal with 400 years of slavery and shit. And the Bible teaches, my Israelite brothers taught me that God put us in captivity because we broke some rules. And it is what it is. I don't even really give a fuck. But I had to understand shit from a logical point. That's why I believe in myself. And I get a lot of backlash for that shit, but I don't care. But the reason why a lot of black men don't have a high education is because it doesn't belong to us. It's just true. Every work skill that I ever learned in life come from me being in the field, coming out of the cotton field. My ancestors was some slaves. And I'm gonna keep it real. So I ain't got time to walk around like I'm the shit, cause I got a white man's permission slip hanging on my wall. Cause that's all a college degree is the Europeans giving you permission to practice education. And a lot of us black men don't get that. Ain't because we not smart, and ain't because we don't work hard and believe in taking care of our families. Those degrees don't really belong to us. You know what I'm saying? It's just true. It's just facts. We put in captivity according to what the Bible say, according to what Israelite brothers teach. You don't even have to care about our situation because you don't control our situation. That's our destiny. So y'all can complain and, you know what I'm saying, try to compete with us about, well, I make more money than you. I have a job. I have a this and that. I don't really care. And I ain't hating on you because I got black women in my family. They're successful, and I ain't never went to them that one time and hated on them and tried to stop them. Hell, they'll tell you, man, that I've been a motivation to them. You know what I'm saying? But for you other kind, you know, black men really don't supposed to have the white man's education because it's his. That's why a lot of us don't have it because we supposed to be educated by our people. My first teacher in life was a black woman. I learned how to work listening to a black man. I do not need a white man's sheet of paper on my wall to prove to me I'm a man. I was born from a boy to a man. And I work with the white man. I don't work for him. I work with him. So, man, y'all miss me with all this capping stuff because you got a sheet of paper making you feel like you just this old glorious person. All jobs that are on the face of the earth, whether you want to admit to this shit or not, even the colleges were originated from the slave work of a black man. Through your history, we were put in the fields, and it was like a punishment that they claimed, God cursed us, and it was a punishment to, for breaking some God's rule. That what Israelite brothers teach. That what they teach. I don't know if it's real or not. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just putting out history. You know what I'm saying? So every successful business out here has been able to become successful because guess what? Niggas was enslaved and had to build that shit. So you can pop around all you want trying to make a black man feel bad because they don't have all the luxury shit that you see the white man has. That's because that's his shit. So if you give a black person something that belongs to a white person's ideology, it's not going to work for that brother. Black men supposed, our slavery trip is up. Black men supposed to be taught by other black men. That's why when I get around certain black men, I just come out successful. I get the job done. I do the work that I'm supposed to be doing for a living. And guess what? I get the job done without even having to have a sheet of, I don't have no degrees. But if you put me, and I ain't mad at you, I ain't trying to compete with you or nothing. But I don't have that mentality of, I want to be better than the black woman. I don't care about that ego shit. Because if it wasn't for a black man, I wouldn't have skills. And if it wasn't for a black woman, I wouldn't have skills. So y'all miss me with all this cap shit about what the European got and what he do. That's his shit. I don't even supposed to have his degree hanging on my wall. Because I'm a field nigga. I'm actually what I'm supposed to be. If you don't like it, we just don't need to be together. We don't need to communicate. Slide out the way. Because he grows and prospers in that shit because he understands it more because it's his shit. I understand life through my work skills because I'm a general laborer, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I can go in some places. I don't even have to even show no type of paperwork, no credentials. I can just go in there and tell them, yo, I'm a general laborer. And no folks know, they tell me, okay, we will train you. We will train you for this position. But a job ain't nothing but modern day slavery. And it's just put in a pretty box for you. You're just as poor as me even when you got money. Because you're still on the plantation. Don't be mad at me about that shit. Take that shit up with God. Don't be pissed off at me. Take it up with God. You say you're a believer, well, take that problem to his ass then. Leave me the fuck alone about it. Because I'm not finna stress out dealing with that shit with you. Other than that, I'm a runaway slave. I'm a free slave. You don't have to be in love with me. I don't really care. You can talk about me. I'm a pookie this, I'm a pookie that. It is what it is. But do yourself a favor. Just move on. It is what it is.